It's a regular parliamentary sitting day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so what you expect Parliament to do on a regular sitting Parliament day is what I expect Parliament to do on a regular sitting.
Are all of your colleagues going to show up? Do you have that information?
Well, of course. I mean, I don't know who is coming and who is not coming. But Parliament is resuming today. And so I've come. I expect that every member of Parliament will attend.
There are concerns that people like yourself who lost your seats are not really interested in what happened in the remainder of the 8th Parliament. Do you get
my presence here certainly throws into the gutter that assertion. I lost the election for the 9th Parliament. I'm still a member of the 8th Parliament, representing the good people of 2nd D, and I'm here to do my job.
All right, well, finally, the Fresh HS bill is up for discussion today. A lot of bills, the social protection bill, the financial stability fund bill.
Why do you say it's up for discussion today? It's business that has been tabled for this side of the term of Parliament. And so we'll start work. We'll do the ones that we can't today. We'll continue tomorrow until Parliament goes on recess finally, I believe on the midnight of the 6th of January 2025.
So you're expected, you are confident it will be passed?
Business committee will meet, leadership will confer. I'm a regular member of Parliament, so I'm coming to set whatever business is tabled for us to deliberate on. I'll participate and make sure that we get to do what we have to do for the people of Ghana.
All right.
Good.
How is that?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We just want to have a short conversation with you.
What about?
Well, about today's sit-ins and aftermath of elections and everything. Right, so we just want to know what the expectations today are in the House. I mean, after the back and forth and elections and all.
This is the 8th Parliament.
Yes.
8th Parliament is having a regular meeting. It is regular that after elections, we resume a short period. Outstanding matters are discussed. Nothing special, nothing untoward. The 8th Parliament will continue as it started.
Before breaking for campaign and the elections, the issue was who to sit where because of Speaker's announcement of the 4 seats that were vacant. Today, where is minority going to sit? Where is majority going to sit? Where will the NPP side be? And
what brought about? Is that matter still pending? Has the Supreme Court not ruled it out? So there's no question. And sometimes, frankly, you in the media generate needless controversy. If somebody else is insisting that we should, those other MPs are no longer members of Parliament, let that person be bold and say it after the Supreme Court rule.
What I would say is, I think we had the pointers coming out from the surveys that were being put out there. And a very important factor is my dad in the church. And I think that moving forward as a party, we have to have a look at that in the constituency. What role does it play? What pointers would it give to us moving forward? So that we can, hopefully, I'm very confident that we can have that seat back if we do our homework well.
What will be your reaction to persons who may want to criticize you that you may not have played such an active role in helping the party to secure the seat? Mentioning your dad's role and influence in that particular constituency.
I think that those are just, criticizing for criticizing's sake. From the moment I lost that seat in my primaries, I made it clear that I would be joining the national campaign team. I was not wavery about that because when you have been an MP for 12 years, you still have your supporters, you still have people moving around you. You don't want a situation where you are not the face of the constituency anymore, but people still receive you as the face of the constituency. I didn't want that conflict, and I chose my words carefully when I lost. And a few of your guys interviewed me, what's the way forward? I told them I was going to be with Dr. Baumia. I'm going to do other constituencies when I have the time. But I think that my influence is still there, and I want to give my opponent the way and the room and the space to enjoy it and to work the way he wants to work, not the way I want the constituency to follow.
Will you go back?
I've done 12 years in the constituency.
Well,
what I'll say is it's a bit too early, and I know that there's still some issues in there. But if you look at the gap that we win with and what we are contending with right now, I think as a party we need to have a critical look at that constituency and how we can win it back, with or without adversity.
Thank you very much.
You walk away as you please. So the Ghanaian people telling you. And I've seen many of you question whether President Mahama can run the new government or not. It's a pledge you made to the Ghanaian people that he will protect the public purse. A true meaning of the public purse would be to downsize government. He intends to run a government with 60 ministers. That's very, very doable. I foresee him run a government with 23 ministers. So 23 ministers, some 19 cabinet ministers and their deputies, and some 16 regional ministers. Gives you some mathematics of 54 to 58 ministries. So
regional ministers, deputies.
Even current NPP, regional ministers have no deputies. What I'm aware is that President Mahama will run a government of 60 ministers. That he would honor as his word to the Ghanaian people. And for him, it is protecting the public purse and preserving public resources, which otherwise would have gone into salaries, facilities, and privileges of ministers. He's saving that money in the name of the Republic and in the name of fiscal prudence. Any other question?
In the Sixth Parliament, we had a commanding majority of 169, which was very unprecedented, with over 1 million votes for the presidential candidate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In 2020 election, again we had a split parliament, where people say hang parliament, with just a single majority which I lead. Then we had over 500,000 votes for our presidential candidate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now come 2024, where they have over 170 seats. C'est la vie. That is life. That is democracy. All right? We congratulate them. The people of Ghana have heard them. They've given them the mandate. Our job in opposition is to do what we're supposed to do. Keep their feet to the fire. So this is not something that has to be celebrated in perpetuity. They would have to be magnanimous in victory as we see the next 4 years. We are very positive that come 2028, Ghanaians will return us into office. We are going to take stock, look at where we got it wrong, correct our mistakes, come together as a team, as a formidable opposition, as a formidable minority, not to be disruptive, no violence, no chaos, but to act within the confines of the law, argue on issues, and distinguish ourselves for the people of Ghana to know that this is NPP. We believe in democracy and we accept the result. Safe to say that some outstanding areas that our friends are doing mischief, acting in bad faith, we call on them to appreciate what it entails to engage in this process and allow the EC to do its work. We have 9 more seats that are yet to be declared, and we are very optimistic that if coalition is done peacefully in a serene environment, those seats are ours. We have collated our results and we know we have won them.
Honorable.
And